Okay, so I'm back because apparently I'm not done yet. Um, Apparently the Most High is not through saying, "Hey, get your butt on there. You finished. You know what you got to do." So I come back on here because this message is for my brethren, all men. This is not talked about amongst you, and I know that when we hear about sexual abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, and verbal abuse, spiritual abuse, we often hear it about females, girls, teenager, young women, older women, and elderly women. Correct? You mostly hear us speaking on what we've gone through and the abuse that we have taken. But ladies, you can sit, my sisters and other people, you can sit and listen to what I'm saying, because I'm sure that this is going to help you as well. Okay? But I'm talking to my men right now, my brethren. I'm talking to you men, be it the other nations too. I'm talking to all men right now, especially our men, because this hit y'all real hard. A lot of y'all are walking around here with pent up aggression and false personas that you carry all your life because something traumatic happened to you when you was a child. Be it that you was touched on physically by a male or a female. Be it that they made you do something to them sexually, or they done something to you sexually. Be it whether you was penetrated, in the back door or not, or they made you do something to them. Y'all bury that deep down inside of you. Number 2, oftentimes we have mothers that resent their firstborn sons or all their sons because that son reminds them of that abusive father or whatever the situation may be. And that mother has not healed from all of that, so she takes it out on her son. She takes it out on her son. And what she does is she manipulates you. She verbally abuses you and mentally abuses you, always putting you down. No one will ever love you. No one will ever care about you. You ain't in. You a punk. You a sissy. You this, you that. You broke. You low down. You dirty. You just like your dirty daddy. You ain't gonna never amount to anything. You ain't no count. You ain't hitting on that. Ain't nobody gonna fool with you. This and that and third. But then turn around and say, "But you got mama. Mama all you got. Mama all you got. What you gonna do when my head get cold? Mama all you got." Number 3, physical abuse. Some of y'all were beat by your daddy, beat by your mama, beat by your uncle, just beaten on period by people. And you don't talk about these things. Some of you were emotionally abused, made to feel this big because you can't be who you are within. You are questioned by society on if you shed a tear, you a punk. You a bitch. You ain't hood because you ain't slanging no dope. You ain't hood because you ain't smashing different women. You ain't hood because you ain't out here gang banging, flipping your fingers. You ain't hood because you ain't driving this car and you ain't wearing your britches below your butt. You ain't street enough because you ain't this, you ain't that. Or because you ain't got certain street status. You ain't that type of brother. When all along, you a brother that shoots straight. Because you want to make something out of yourself. So you lied to yourself and stole from yourself to become something that you are not. Now you are stuck on that road that you have gotten yourself on. And you built a fake persona of yourself. And now you have to live with that because everybody believes that you are that person. You that dude that'll, hey, bop. You that dude that'll knock a nigga out. You that dude that can go get it. You that dude. You that dude. But deep down inside, you know that you are not that person. That the person that you truly are within has been dying to be set free. Going back to, and then spiritual abuse, before I get there, spiritual abuse. A lot of you have given yourself over to the Most High, but you went through camps or churches and they saw the glory and the anointing or the light that's within you. They saw the prophetic gifts. They saw the spiritual gifts that were in you, the gift of prophecy or a seer. They, in the other world, they call it being a psychic, but you have the gift of knowing things that you can read people's thoughts, but that's not being a psychic. That's the Ruach HaKodesh. These are the fruits of the Spirit and the gifts of the Spirit that comes from the Most High. This is how Hamashiach was able to walk on water. This is how he was able to command the storms. This is how he was able to open the blind eyes. This is how he was able to do all these things because he had power from on high. When the dove landed on his shoulder, that's what that represented, that he had received the power, because only things that are created by the Most High Yahuwah is subjugated to him. They obey the Creator. So when you have his power and his glory flowing through you, you too can do those things. Command things, call down fire, speak to a tree and it'll sprout back up. Do like Elijah and all the other prophets of old. Even Hamashiach, one of the greatest that walked and still lives. How he does things because he is filled with his Father's glory and his Father's Spirit. Now, and you have been used and abused by people for so long that now you don't want nothing to do with the Most High. Women are at you because, oh, this a brother that's in the truth. Oh, this a brother that's spiritual. Oh, I got to get this brother. Then she turned out to be a whole Jezebel, a whole witch, a whole user, and a whole narcissistic female. She just ain't in your inbox. She in other brother inbox too. But meanwhile, sister over here is trying to nurture you, trying to keep you in that word, telling you give your life to the Most High. She been covering you and praying for you and your family or whatever your situation is. I'm telling you, you got to heal that. Now let's get back to the sexual abuse. It's a lot of y'all walking around that has been sexually abused, and y'all carry that deep within. Let me tell you something. You're not struggling with your sexuality. You're not gay. You're not a homosexual. That's a spirit that crept in because that spirit is on that person, because that person has a spirit that walked into their life. It's all generational. And that spirit has crept in and made you feel like you ain't got to be a man. Ain't no woman going to want you because you got raped. Ain't no woman going to want you because you got touched. Ain't nobody going to want you. Look at you. You insecure, you downstairs and all that. Who going to want you after what when they find out what happened to you? You ain't no man now. They going to think that you ain't nothing but a little punk. But let me tell you something. The devil is a liar. You are still a man. You are still a man, and there is a woman out here that will love you unconditionally. This is the reason why you hate women. This is the reason why you cannot keep a relationship. This is the reason why you mistreat your children. This is the reason why you hate yourself. You are still a man. And the Most High loves you, and I love you too. And if he brought me through molestation and rape and being gang raped and all those things that he brought me through, I'm here as your sister to tell you, you shall be healed and you shall overcome and be made whole. He has a place for you and a purpose over your life. Do not allow what happened to you in your childhood destroy you. Heal that and forgive that. I love you. Shalom Batiyah.